First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
That return, it will not be on the post. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Oladokin going to throw it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
content with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, 5 years. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Go, Reed, go.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Seven Pirates. Warriors, 70.
Now Oladokun, 3rd and long.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception they threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Big Lion.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Oladokun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Army Ranger.
First and 10, here's Oladokun.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Smith.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Geno on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Saints, nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Working out of the gun. Here's Oladokun.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A little juke.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
To throw, Oladokun.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Oladokun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Oladokun to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oladokun on 3rd down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pete Werner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 10.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down throw from Oladokun. They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now third down and 6 to go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Ross on the return. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Smith on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. Keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to Walker on first down. Taken down by Pete Werner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Smith. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
79 Broncos. 19 right. Let's go. Ready.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Roll.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Three.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Oladokun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting get to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard. And the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. What's good on the extra point? And this is back to a 5-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is... and take it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like he knew his coach wants him to do it. Keep that
watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this. What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 17.
And Oladokin going to throw it here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is a defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 79 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right there, hurt.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Throwing it this time with Oladokin. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of it.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again on second down. Oladokun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have needed a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Second down, it's Henderson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. It's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. Slot man moves right. To throw is Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Ready, break. Have the 50, have the 50.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fix the eagle, fix the eagle. Hurt, hurt.
Smith. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down and 2. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
down. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Oladokun. He's got Landry, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Oladokun.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this will be a victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but we end up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.